Hey, we're live. Oh, I ended up putting it lower. Is that fine like that? Oh. How deep is your love? All right, guys. We're gonna wait a few seconds while we set up, and we wait for you guys to jump on and realize that we're here.
All right, we have somebody on. Elvira, welcome.
How deep is your love?
How do we see her picture? Okay.
Of course, we have to have issues on a live call.
Rachel, we were doing
We
fine.
literally had the stand up for like 30 minutes, ready to rock and roll, and now it's falling all over the place.
Hold on. All right.
I'm excited to have you guys on today. I know that some of you can't watch, and you guys will get the recorded version.
Oh my goodness.
Hold on. Ah! Put this.
Okay, where?
Like, weigh it down, because the air, there's a lot of wind where we are today. We're not used to so much wind, so it's tilting our light and phone and everything over. We look too white, but oh well. Okay, I'm gonna get started because I think, give it another few minutes here, a few seconds actually.
Are we tilted? Still trying to fix the...
Can you see us good, Elle?
Are we sideways? I think we are sideways.
We are sideways, but that's okay.
Hold on. Why is it doing that?
You got your water? I got my
Yeah.
water. All right, I think we're gonna get started because I know that some of you are gonna hit the recording. Some of you are working. We got messages that you weren't able to join us, but no problem because we'll be posting this live recording as soon as we're done. We're gonna try to keep it short but informative, and we wanna make this interactive. So if you have questions as we go, bring them on.
Shoot them out.
I'll try to be on this phone watching for them. With that said, I want to give you guys a little story about how I started my journey with Beachbody. I was a gym junkie. I've been going to the gym since I'm 12 years old, and I've always had weight issues. I was never fully satisfied with my weight. I always weighed more than everyone else. I was always bigger than everyone else, and so my weight issue started very young for me. And so I've been going to the gym since I'm 12 years old, and I'm hardcore gym addict, cardio junkie to the max. But I always suffered from my weight no matter what I did. And about 2.5 years ago, 3 years ago probably at this point, I saw one of Wendy's posts. Wendy's my upline coach, and she was posting on Facebook, and I knew I needed a change. It wasn't necessarily my workouts, but my instructors were telling me, hey, it's your food, it's your nutrition. And I knew what that meant, but I didn't really know what that meant, if that makes any sense to you. Like, I knew my nutrition was off, but I wasn't really sure like what to eat, what was a healthy snack. I mean, should I do Atkins? Should I do this cookie diet that was going around? Should I do HCG? So I was confused entirely with my food, but my instructors at the gym weren't able to help me. They didn't have those tools necessary. So
But one thing for sure, you were hardcore in your fitness.
For sure.
I remember seeing you in boot camps, boxing.
Yes.
You're always doing something.
I actually started my journey, and I told Wendy, listen, I don't need the fitness piece. I got that down packed. I want to do my own thing with fitness, but I need help with nutrition. So I jumped in with Shakeology. I started seeing some major changes, but believe it or not, the people in the group were getting better results than I was, busting my rear end, doing boxing, heavy duty boot camps, like outdoors for 2 hours on the weekends. And the challengers in the group were doing better than I was. And I was like, you know what? I give up. I'm not going to the gym for 2 hours. By the time I drove there, I drove back, I did my class, I was spending a lot of time outside of the house, and I said, you know what, I'm not doing this, I'm turning to these workouts, and I'm just gonna trust the process, and I did. And I started seeing incredible results. So what we do as coaches kind of just intertwines with that. I started sharing my journey on social media naturally, genuinely. I spoke about it. I spoke about it with friends and family and people at work. What are you doing? I started noticing my changes. And so in essence, I was doing what a coach does, but I didn't even know it. And I didn't want to do it either. I told Wendy, I don't want to be a coach. I don't have the time to learn something new. I not really care about the money. It wasn't of interest to me. I didn't have the time. I didn't want the responsibility, and I just wasn't into like selling and being part of an organization. It just wasn't my thing. And she insisted, because I started getting a lot of results and people would come to me and I'd refer them to her, and she's like, dude, you're totally being a coach already, right? And I was like, you know what? I think I am. And I made my first sale, which we don't even call it a sale because it was like, what are you doing? You look amazing. This is what I'm doing. Here's the link, sign on, and I'm gonna help you and plug you into our challenge groups. And so that's how my journey kicked off. Wendy's journey is entirely different. Everybody has a different story, and I'll let her get into hers because it's interesting. Hers is really from a health perspective.
Yes, definitely. I am a mom of 4, so I was a stay-at-home mom. I was struggling after my 4th child, struggling through depression, anxiety, overweight. I was 58 pounds overweight, but then health issues kicked in. I was having major digestive problems. I had tried everything out there that you can think of, home remedies to every other MLM products and stuff, and nothing was doing it for me. Until one day I saw some postings on Shakeology. Again, still being skeptical. After 2 months researching, I finally jumped on board, and within 3 weeks I started seeing major changes in my body, the way I felt. I was my health issues, my digestive problems were improving. So I knew at the moment right away that I needed to jump on this. And that I was going to be a forever Shakeology drinker. So I said, why not take advantage of the discounts at that point, and become a coach. But the last thing I expected was to do this as a business. I'm a shy person. I hide behind my computer most of the time, and I grew up with a lot of self-esteem problems. So thinking that my story can inspire anyone was a little bit hard to understand that concept of how can I inspire anyone. So initially when I received my first message, someone telling me, Wendy, thanks for sharing your story. You've inspired me. What are you doing? I want to do what you're doing. So that initial message for me is what changed my mindset, and I said, okay, this could be a lot more than just myself. Obviously, I was feeling amazing. I was like, there's many other moms just like me that were feeling hopeless and just feeling depressed. And I said, okay, I can inspire them, and my journey can do the same thing. So that's when things changed for me, and I just grabbed a hold of the amazing tool that we have nowadays, that is social media, and just started sharing my journey and inspiring people through that. And that's how I've been able to grow a business from home. I'm a stay-at-home mom, so doing everything from home for me has been a major blessing. I do it from doctor's appointment, doctor's office, from the park, from home, from the kitchen counter, from wherever I'm at. I get to do what I love, which is helping people. And that's what led to this, because there was a time that I did see that as being a stay-at-home mom was very important for me. I was still missing something. I was missing that purpose that I now have found in helping people. And that's what we're going to get into this whole thing tonight, to share what is it that we do as coaches. And as Rachel mentioned, and as I have mentioned, that what we do as coaches is, I feel like what we have is a gift that we could share with the world on how to become just being more empowering women to know that to believe in themselves, that they are good enough, to grab a hold of the health and fitness, to know that you could contribute at home, and it's just so much that it all just comes down to sharing your journey and inspiring other people to do the same thing. And today, the way the world is right now, social media is such a big tool that you don't have to be on one-on-one. If you want to talk to people one-on-one, that's great, but social media, you could talk to people that you never thought you would even encounter yourself with, or that you would end up being friends. Most of our team, right, they come from all over the country. We have people in even Canada, Puerto Rico, and all over the country that you become so close to because of this opportunity. And what we do as part of this as coaches, besides sharing our journey and just inspiring, we have this, that what you've heard us talk about a lot is our challenge groups, which is like a virtual group. And that's where the magic really happens, when we all come together in one private setting and we hold each other accountable. Us as coaches, we make sure that you just stick to that program, that you rock your program, that you reach your goals, that you believe in yourself, and at the end you're gonna have a success, an awesome experience with a success at the end of your challenge. And that's the main core, that's the main thing that is so important for us as coaches, that we make sure that we have those virtual groups with that magic just going on there. Because from there is, we want to make sure that you're successful, and your success obviously helps all of us.
Right. And one of the things that, and there's so many things that I fell in love with this opportunity, even though this opportunity, I rejected it time and time after, time after again, I just resisted it. I love that this opportunity it brings so much growth to us as individuals, and that's like such a strong point for me. Yes, it's about fitness, it's about getting healthy, it's about physically looking good and feeling good, but there's so many emotional things that come out of this journey as well. You know, from a corporate perspective, they're constantly talking to us about personal development. It's actually one of our 4 vital behaviors. So even if you come out of this experience never ever selling anything, you as a person gain so many benefits that you are able to bring home to your family, to your kids, that you're able to teach, that you're able to become a better mom, a better wife. You're just happier, just all around. The community is incredible. One of the things that one of the coaches one day said to us is, if this opportunity went away, it just didn't exist, you know, what would you miss the most? And the things that ran through my head were the community, the friendships that I've made. You know, like, I often think to myself, Wendy and I just started becoming friends 2-3 years ago. I don't know, I cannot even imagine my life without Wendy. So it's incredible how you create bonds and friendships with people that you meet virtually, or that, you know, her and I are in the same community, but we didn't know each other.
Right.
And so, you know, the growth that comes from this opportunity is immense. Far from even the physical aspect and the health aspect, which are all very important too. And so there's different types of coaches, and you'll see that through our community. There's no cookie cutter coach. You don't have to look a specific way. You don't have to have any degrees. You don't have to have and you don't have to know about nutrition or fitness. Hey, listen, I came into this all confused and all lost. And I had 0 experience in nutrition and 0 experience in fitness, and I've become an incredibly successful coach because everything is available for us. All of the tools are there. It's just a matter of us using those tools, becoming a product of the products, because that's why we join, because we have goals for ourselves, and then motivating, inspiring others by sharing what we do. And that's what Wendy was touching on. So the different types of coaches, some people come in and they say, you know what? Hey, I just want to get my products paid for, and I'm happy with that. And you know what? If I could make a little extra cash for groceries, or a little extra cash for my car payment, or a little splurge money to have on the side, it's incredible all of the whys that all of these different types of coaches have. I know some coaches come in and say, look, me paying my Shakeology every month, knowing that I'm getting this incredible valuable meal in my diet every single day, and knowing that I can pay that off is going to be an incredible goal for myself. And then there's some that have retirement goals. Our upline coach, Christina, was an attorney at a law firm, a partner for God's sakes, at a law firm, and she retired from practicing law because she became so successful and her income was so incredible that there was no need for her to work outside of the house, and she's living a life of freedom. And I think that we all want that. We don't want to wake up every day and sit behind a cubicle or a desk and work for someone else. And so that's a major goal that we all have for ourselves.
Life by design.
Life by design. And so maybe that's not your goal. Everybody's goal is different, and all goals are acceptable and all goals are okay. And so some are going to start off and say, you know what, I love the discount and I love that I can pay my product off. And then some are going to run and say, I'm doing this as a business, I'm struggling, I don't have enough income to make ends meet. Or you know what, I'm sick and tired of my boss, and I don't even want to have to answer to anyone anymore. And so that goal is specific to you, and your coach, whether it's myself or Wendy or one of the coaches that is on our team, will help you through that process. And so how do we earn? And there's different ways of earning, and I'm just going to kind of broach on it so that I can kind of simplify it. But we earn in multiple ways. We earn by commission of what we sell. And I hate talking about that part because we don't sell. But there is sales involved, because every time that you recommend a program and a product, you make commissions off of that sale. And you make 25% commission off of that. And then we have our bonuses, and those come out weekly as well, and they're derived from volume and points. And what does that mean in a simple way? It's just explaining that it's based on how many people you're helping and how many people the coaches beneath you are helping. All of that creates volume, and we cycle bonuses every week from that. And so we get paid direct deposit every Thursday morning. So I'm sure you've seen us celebrate on Thursday mornings, because we're very happy with our direct deposit checks on Thursday, because it's a gift that we've been given, and that Wendy gave me, because she taught me about this opportunity, that we get paid for getting fit, having an incredible amount of fun, and helping others. It's almost surreal. And so
it's literally a dream job.
Exactly. It's like a dream job. I know it sounds like a fake thing, because I used to say, yeah, whatever, it's a dream job. And you don't really understand it until you dive yourself into the situation. We also get paid free trips. So we just came a few months ago, we had a fully paid trip on a cruise. We brought our spouses. You can bring your kids. We opted not to bring our kids. We wanted to make it a business trip and enjoy our husband and our spouse, but you know that the flexibility is there to bring your family. Next year's trip is to Punta Cana, so right now we're all earning our way to that trip, and so there's a lot of trips that you can take. There's a lot of opportunities, those bonuses. Then there's quarterly bonuses, and depending on how far you get into your business, you get a quarterly bonus that you get to enjoy, which is just like the cream on the top of the what is it, on the cake. I was gonna say the creme of the crop, but that didn't sound right. So so those are just some of the ways that we earn income. The fine print, because everybody's always like, there has to be a catch. There is no freaking catch. You sign up, and we'll talk about that next, but you sign up and you can literally cancel at any time with 0 penalties, and you don't even have to make a phone call. You send a form in, and within 72 hours, no questions asked, they terminate your account, and that's it. Nothing happens. You never have to buy inventory. You never have to have your products sitting around. You're never shipping them or mailing them. You're not dealing with returns. Trying to think what else. Like basically what we do is, after your first month, you pay $15.95 for your coach account. That coach account awards you a 25% off of all of your products. So on Shakeology alone, you're gonna save $30. So you even after saving paying the $15, you're still saving $16 over your Shakeology. So it's like a no-brainer to even just get the account. But putting that aside, with those $15 covered, because some people are like, well, what are those $15 for? Well, you get the discount, and in addition to that, you get a website. You have your customer service reps that are working in essence for you. They take care of all your shipping, they take care of all your returns, they take care of your products are defaulty, they replace them for you. So basically, you're paying $15.95 for an entire business. That's your overhead. That's
nothing.
I don't know about you guys, but I run a business in my day job, and there's no way. I mean, to run a business, first of all, to start a business, it costs thousands and thousands of dollars. Most of people that start a business have to get a loan. After they get that initial loan, the first few months, you're losing money. That's typical for a business. Your return on that investment that you've put in from a bank loan typically doesn't come back for 2 years. That's your return on investment. 2 years in, you've got a loan and you've got a lot of bills you have to pay every month. With us, we have a multi-million-dollar business in our hands for $15.95 every single day. I know it sounds like a spokesperson thing, but it's not. It's real, I promise. So that's the fine print, and that's how we earn. And so I guess, Wendy, you can talk about how you become a coach.
Okay, so now, let's say you decide you want to become a coach. So first thing first is, it's as important for us is that you become a challenger first. We want you to fall in love with the products. We want you to enjoy it, and that you naturally want to be able to speak about this and talk to everybody of how great you're feeling, and people are going to see your results, right? So we will start you off with a challenge pack. That's initially that's where you're going to get your money's worth. That brings everything you need. We'll choose a program that perfectly fits for you and your goals. Comes with a nutrition plan, which is a portion control system that we absolutely love. It's changed everybody's lives with it. And then we have the Shakeology, a 30-day Shakeology. You have
your virtual challenge
your virtual challenge group. You have your coach who's gonna be your coach, and then you will be also since you're getting the challenge pack, you're getting the coaching option for free, which is that's the best thing about it. So you get all of this package for that's what's gonna kick off your business, and it's gonna kick off your health and fitness journey. That really is a really small investment for what you're gonna get. And at the end results of this, you're regaining your health, and you're gonna start making some money, you know, and you're gonna start growing your own business, which is a big deal. And again, like Rachel has mentioned, the overhead is practically nothing.
It's not zero, but it feels like zero.
Yeah, pretty much. So that's what we would do. You would get a challenge pack. We would add to our challenge group. And first, like we said, that it's going to be super important that you get the best results. We want you to have the best experience through the challenge, so you can get your success. Now from there, we also have this amazing thing that I wish I had it when I signed up. We have a system and trainings in place that you are never going to feel alone in this process. We are here to mentor you, to guide you, we're your cheerleaders, your supporters, everything you can think of through this hold on, let me take this off, through your journey. So you're not going to be alone. We're going to be adding you to, we have our, like I said, a system in place that's going to teach you all the basics, everything you need to know, and we're even going to teach you about social media. If you don't know about social media, we'll teach you every tricks and tips, and you know how to take your selfies, because we're going to be selfies. We are selfie experts on this. Eventually you end up being selfie experts. So we give you all the tips and ideas on how to share your journey, so people can be attracted to you and people can be inspired by you through your journey. So I think that's
you
part
covered
of it, right?
You did a good job.
Yeah,
She's
part of
shy,
it.
guys. She hates going live, and I was like, "We're going live today." She's like, "Okay, what time?"
She had to go pick me up.
Yeah, I had to go pick her up. So the little bus drove over there and picked her up. But you know, as she was saying that, I was thinking that our team is composed of people from all walks, right? And that's why we call it, like, our sneak peek is I forgot what we call it, but it's something about path. Pick your path, right? But we come from all walks of life, and as Wendy's talking about, like, our training and everything that we've put together, I'll tell you something. When I first started, not only did I have resistance to join, but once I joined as a coach, then I had a lot of other obstacles that I created for myself. I didn't want to make my face public, my Facebook profile public. I didn't want to do selfies. That's corny, this and this. I created a why that was strong for myself, and my why is so strong, meaning I have a path that I want to take, and I know this business can get me there. And so when your why is so powerful, there's no obstacle that's going to get in your way. You get over it very fast. And what I loved about our team was that we had people that have experience in all walks of life. So for example, Wendy is she's a videographer and she's a photographer, so she brings that skill set to us where, hey, look, you can take your pictures like this, or you can do this with your video angles, or even simple things like I didn't know how to use iMovie, and I didn't know what apps to use for collages. Like, it sounds so simple, but I was like, what? I don't even know how to make a collage. And so she brings that to the table, and so much more, obviously, but I'm talking about like the day-to-day stuff. We have Lily on our team, who's a YouTuber, for God's sakes. She teaches us about all the stuff to do on YouTube, and how what does she say? And how to portray yourself on a good image and look nice, and the angle, and don't be sloppy. And so she brings that to the table. And we have people that are really good at Instagram, and they teach us about tagging. And so all of our strengths collaborate into this incredible team that we have. And so this is your journey. This is your path. We're here to run or walk as fast or as slow as you want it. You're not going to join us and we're going to be like, we're dragging you. No, you're going to join, and we're going to say, what's your goal with this business? How fast do you want to take it? And if you're running too fast and you need to step back, that's okay too, guys. We're here to mentor you. We're not your boss. We're here to grab your hands and guide you as fast or as slow as you want to go. And just basically be there to help you, because we've been here a little bit longer than you. And what I love too about this business is that we share everything. We don't keep the little tricks and tips to ourselves. And that's, for me, that was like a breath of fresh air, because I come up from a very corporate day-to-day function. And the corporate, and if you work in the outdoors, you're not home, you know, with your babies, you're working in a corporate environment probably, and there's a lot of BS in the corporate environment, and there's a lot of people that you know, push you down to elevate themselves, or don't teach you everything to maybe not make you look good. And when I came to this business and I saw that the successful coaches were sharing everything that they were doing, all of their tips and tricks, and this is what's working for me, and I did this post and I use this verbiage and I'm doing it at this time of the day. That was such a great experience for me. So, you know, you're coming into a team that, you know, we have attorneys, we have
teachers,
architects, we have teachers, paralegals, waitresses, secretaries, we have doctors and physician assistants. The sky is the limit no matter where you're at. And if you're having a problem with belief, we'll teach you that too. Belief and vision, and knowing that you are good enough to be successful, and that you're good enough to change your life and to make a difference for yourself and for your family.
Exactly.
Good?
Bam.
All right.
There we go.
So if you guys have questions, we can open it now.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for joining us. We appreciate it, and I'm excited about those that'll join us later.
But yeah, if you guys have any questions, I see there's a couple of you on. Ashley, you're on. If you have, I don't know if anybody has any questions, or if you have concerns, or you have...
We didn't touch on something.
Right.
For us, it's like, kind of like so easy to talk about it, and sometimes we gotta come down back to the basics.
Let's see.
No questions. Don't be shy. It's okay. I know I had a ton of questions. I was the biggest pain in the butt challenger, and then I was the biggest pain in the butt coach.
Please tell me how patient I was.
I don't even know. Like... she deserves a medal, like a huge trophy.
But once she picked it up and once she understood, then she grabbed a hold of this and she's been running, and she's been nonstop.
I created a lot of obstacles for myself, and my one regret is that I just didn't start and trust the process, trust what she told me. And it's not that I didn't trust her, it's just that I was like, I know. This or that, or I can't be public because my people at work are gonna see me. And you know what? You get over all that. And I wish I would have just avoided all that and just followed her path, because that's what it was there for, and I would have been successful so much sooner. But that's okay. I think we all learn in different ways, and
we grow from those moments.
I definitely helped her grow and strengthen her skills. All right, guys. So there's no questions. We thank you for joining us. We hope that we kept it short and informative. And we hope to receive a message from you that you want to join us. We're starting our next challenge group on November 7th. Don't miss out on that one. It's going to be huge. We're treating this challenge group like if we were part of a test group. And so we're going to be
hearing the new program, Core de Force. That's the program. Yeah. But I mean, there's plenty of other programs, but that's a new program that's coming out, being released.
Awesome. So stay tuned for our transformations. I'm holding myself accountable in public. All right, guys. Take care.
Can't wait to hear from you guys.
Good night.
See you.